Welcome to another episode of A Pastor's Progress. My name is Justin, and I'm a pastor. I love Jesus, I love the church, but I also love to get out in God's creation and explore it. And part of that journey involved me purchasing this camper a few years ago. This is a 2003 Viking pop-up camper. I've taken this all over the state of Tennessee, literally 500 miles to the other corner from where I am now. The state of Mississippi. I've been here at the off-grid property. I've been primitive camping, off-grid camping, all types of camping in this camper. So I'm gonna give you a little tour today and show you some of its quirks and features and hopefully inform you if maybe you're interested in a pop-up camper to have some more information and get a better idea of what it's like to own one. So enjoy today's video. So if you're new to the pop-up camping world, this pop-up camper is about mid-size. They make them a little bit bigger that have pop-outs from the sides. They also make them a little bit smaller. This one I think is kind of right in the mid-range. It doesn't have a ton of extra space, but it does have some extra features like this right here, heat and AC. So let's start with the outside of the camper. This camper has just everything that I need and really nothing that I don't, maybe apart from some space. So right in here is the electronics for the refrigerator. And what's cool about this, and I never open this up, is that you can actually run it off of your car battery. So I pull this in a Toyota Tacoma, I can flip a switch and have it cooling as I'm driving it. And then once I get to a campsite that has power or connect it to a generator, I can flip another switch and get it going that way. But it allows me to have a cold refrigerator even before I put anything in it. Also on the outside is water hookups. This is water going in. This is the drainage going out to the sink on the inside. I also have my power and some other connections. This camper runs on 30 amp power, which is about mid-range as far as campers go. And so that allows me to run this, which is my heat and AC unit. It's kind of a dual system. And I use that all the time. It really allows me to camp year round. We have camped as a family in about 25 degrees Fahrenheit in there. And it was a little chilly, even with the heat blasting. But we survived with heat blankets and other stuff too. Coming around to the front, I don't have it in right now, but there's a propane tank that normally sits there. It's with my fire pit at the house right now, and that line runs underneath the camper over here to a grill that attaches to the side. I use this grill all the time for cooking. We make quesadillas, we put chili on here, we do breakfast, eggs and bacon, and because it's gas, it heats up super quick, and the line is just right under here, and all you gotta do is hook it up. I'm underneath the backside right now, and I don't know, I just wanted to show this off. These are some of the state parks that I've been to, maybe about half, and I always put a sticker on the back end at each of them that I go to. So if there's any quirky part of my camper, I would say it's this door. It gives me a little bit of grief. It just always tends to be just a little bit off, and that's just part of its age. You can see it's kind of falling apart a little bit in a few spaces, but opening it up, you're gonna see a few things. First is to the right, I have my utility box. This looks to be about a 2 cubic feet. I guess it's more than that, 2 by 2 by 2, whatever that is. And this has all of my utility stuff in here. I keep my tool bag in here in case I need any tools. I've got stuff like the little sweeper. I've got a fan in here for white noise. This is our camping hamper that folds up and stays in there. It's got all my electrical cords because I have 30 amp power, so I have an extension cord for that. I have it where I can change it from 30 amp to regular household outlet. I guess that's 20 amp, I'm not exactly sure. I've got lights in here, I've got an extra wheel chalk in here, I've got hoses in here. I never use the water to the camper. It's not even worth setting up in my opinion. But Have all that in here, a hatchet. I've got fire starting stuff. I've got pokers for hot dogs. So a lot of random stuff here in this first cabinet, but use it all the time. I just throw junk in here and don't even have to think about it anymore. All right, I opened some of the shades to give a little bit of natural light in here. I left them closed on each of the beds, but here in the middle I opened it up. And so as you walk in, most campers have like a vinyl kind of flooring that's just been pasted down. I like it. It's wrinkles a little bit, but it's easy to clean. Here in the middle, we have our table and chairs. Now, it doesn't look like it right now because I have it set up as the bed, but this does fold into a table and chair, and it seats 4 people, 4 adults snug, 2 children on either side easy, and so somewhere in the middle is probably the sweet spot. Making our way over here, we have our sink. I've used this once out of all my trips. In my opinion, it's just not even worth really hooking up. It's more hassle than it's actually worth, but we do have a sink which has in it a storage area. I see a hair tie from my daughter Anna. Underneath it is a refrigerator. Then above it is the heat and air conditioning unit. It is both heat and AC. We run it all the time, even if it's just on the fan, just because it makes white noise and it kind of drowns out anything that's happening around you. The heat works very well, and so does the AC. A little bit of condensation during the summer, but it just drips off the side. It's no big deal. On this side is a double bed. That's where 2 of my children sleep. All the canvases and everything open up if you want sunlight. It also has curtains, so you can have some privacy. There's electrical on this side, as well as some storage drawers. This is a little bit of like a utility drawer. We just keep stuff like sunscreen, bug spray, extra baggies, extra lights, wipes, charging cords, things like that. And we have some food storage areas over here. And normally I got some s'more stuff, some ramen noodles, some tea, random things like that. And then over here is our cook area. This has some camping supplies, some toilet paper, but also all of our cook set, spices, seasonings, bowls. You see up here I've got stuff that I need to put in there for this trip. And then over here is the queen size bed where me and the missus will sleep. And we have lights, one on either side. Very easy to change if needed, but got some bugs in this one. We do have a little step up, which is nice. And that's about it.